And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Saber Dice here for Storm Nights. My name is Cody. We're taking 20, and I have some beautiful, wonderful, incredible, sexy, hat-wearing, balding, beard-growing, and sometimes not beard-growing people with me. We have Jacob BUDZ from XP to level 3. We are joined by the one and only Jeremy of Black Magic Craft. We have the grandfather of Nerdarchy, David Friant, and of course we have Daryl Hayhurst, the lead game designer, a man of many hats and many things in his life.
I'm one of the designers on Torg.
For Torg specifically, but thank you so much for joining us for this show. Guys, so real quick, this is the last week for the giveaway, period. It's happening in the next 7 days. For the next episode, we will announce those winners. If you have not entered in that giveaway and not sent it to all of your friends, you are a crazy person. So take a few moments, grab the link down in the description box below, go enter that thing, send it over to your friends. It's an enormous cargo box. Is 25 pounds. It's going to be everything that you and your friends need to play. So go and do that. And, it helps us. We appreciate that. It's nice. It's free stuff. We'll send it to you.
Wow. Plus, you want that out of the way because next week, the next Kickstarter comes up. So
yeah, that's true. So, and for all of you guys who have joined over on the Patreon, the newly launched Patreon at patreon.com/SaberDice for the After Dark show, we love your faces. We'll have more additional content for that coming up on this upcoming Monday, where Jacob will be posting up some stuff. If you guys are in the poll tiers, where you guys are going to be submitting stuff for us to be doing during that show. So if you guys are on the Patreon already, be sure to look out for those posts so you guys can vote and submit your ideas for Jacob to include in that game. But that's all I got. I'm ready to watch Daryl fail some more spectacularly.
I would not agree, Cody, but
are you ready to Torg? We're going to Torg.
Are you ready to Torg?
More ones.
We're just going to be joined by the robot spirit of Jacob BUDZ tonight.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening because my camera's a piece of shit and doesn't want to work.
If you guys support us on patreon.com/SaberDice, Jacob BUDZ can get a new camera.
I'm going to fuck everything up for a second. So, whoops.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
His character's from a realm called Aurorsh. And, it's the horror realm. And one of their world laws is, if it's dark out, the monsters get tougher and more dangerous. So if his camera is just black all the time, he'll be like,
his monsters are more dangerous.
-6.
This is exactly what it looks like when you disconnect.
Yeah.
All right, Daryl, it's all yours, my man.
Okay,
take it away.
So, as you guys recall, last week you guys made a run for the border. You were hauling ass,
like you do,
ahead of some Russian military and some spies. You were headed for a cave that Lydia had seen a vision of that she believes is actually going to connect underneath the reality storms and get you into Finland, which is in a completely different realm. Normally caves wouldn't do that, but it's sort of a thing that these tunnels have been opening up all over the planet, and geography gets weird underground. You can go down a cave and come up a couple days later on a different continent and be like, wait, what? That's not how that's supposed to work. So that's what you guys were headed for. You got there, and you had also captured Boris, the agent who was, kind of leading the efforts to get you guys and Lydia, and you've got him with you.
Damn right we did.
Yep. So you guys have entered the cave. It's not big enough for your vehicle, so you had to ditch them as you went inside. And when you guys entered the cave, we did our axe transition. So Torg was played an axe. When we switch an axe, that's when everybody resets. So everybody's back to 3 possibilities, except Cody, you got 4 because you start with an extra 1.
I'm good to go.
You're special.
Yeah. And then everybody else, this is where you refresh your hands, which we did, kind of off screen. That's all taken care of. And then the other sort of practical thing that came up is you're now in a different realm because you've been going down in this cave. You as Storm Knights, you feel like these goosebumps raising. You get that same feeling every time you go through a reality storm or transition to a different realm, and you're feeling that the properties around you have changed. So you guys are now in Isle, and Isle is sort of a fantasy realm. And what you care about, if anybody were a magic user, oh man, you are home. Like, magic is incredibly strong here. It is so strong here that stuff starts to spontaneously enchant. Like, if you just leave it on the ground long enough, it'll become magical.
Nice.
So-
What?
Right, like
That's
that.
amazing.
Yeah,
Wish D&D was like that.
Magic jackets all around.
Yeah, well, you know, it's, as your new, you got your new Cosm cards when you switch, and a lot of them, that's what triggers this, is you'll play those Cosm cards to generate like these magic items, these treasures. And adventurers love going to Isle to pick up the sweet, sweet loots, you know, but it's also a dangerous place because it's a fantasy realm. If any of you were spellcasters, you would be stronger here. None of you are, so that kind of doesn't matter.
So what Blood Tongue does isn't magic?
No, it's miracles.
Oh, okay.
However, spiritual energy is very strong here too. So Blood Tongue, like all your miracles, you feel like, oh, you can relax a little bit. Like, it's not as hard casting them here. Like, however, that machine gun is super. You can totally use it, but machine and all of you guys that are using guns and things like that, yeah, the tech here isn't high enough to support those. So you're going to start disconnecting on ones. And Blood Tongue, because neither you nor the world supports that machine gun, 1 to 4 blows you up.
Sounds like a great plan.
Awesome.
You know, it's but
How about we
bullets,
just
bullets.
leave your Uzi on the ground and let it simmer for a few days, and then we'll bring it back over to wherever we're from.
Well, and the great thing is, if you just leave it on the ground, when you come back, it'll probably be a crossbow or something. You leave things
Okay,
unattended,
don't do that.
sure.
It doesn't
Might
look
be a magic crossbow. You never know.
That's true.
So yeah, you guys have felt that transition happen. Some of you were wounded when we left off. Would you guys like to try and do anything about that? 'Cause I will warn you, this cave is dark. It's steep. It goes down, and it smells awful. Like,
Nice.
there is the stench of evil that Eli is just like, ugh, monsters. I mean,
He's in heaven.
I'm glad that we got that, dude. But I'm just gonna rest. I'm just gonna rest my head. I'm gonna rest my eyes for a few minutes, guys. You guys just you got this, right?
I kick him. Get up.
He's got like bullet wounds through his jacket and everything.
yeah, he does. So as I recall, Cody had. I know someone had 2 wounds and somebody had 1.
I had 2. I'm down to
Yeah.
1 wound. Like,
Yeah, 1 wound.
I'm in painsies.
Cody had 2, and I think somebody else took 1. So
I think you took one because I thought I took one and then I had a little bit of
I
shot.
took
I just have a bunch of shock.
yeah, so shock's all completely recovered, and it, but yeah, those wounds are still there.
No, Anton, I think you and I both had one.
I think that's right.
And
Yeah.
watch as my mouth does not move with my face.
You're a JPEG.
Just
You're officially a JPEG.
that image.
So Blood Tongue does have a healing miracle.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was just reading that. Can I channel my gods and attempt healing on?
absolutely
on Cody there?
Yeah. So the big thing is, this is a once per person per act, essentially. So you know, you can use the magic, you can heal Cody.
This is
But-
faith,
It is, yeah. This is a faith.
but I can't use it again for another
Basically.
long time.
Exactly. Until the act rolls around again, you won't be able to do it again. Oh,
Hey.
it explodes. It's good.
Okay, so
So, I mean, if you don't necessarily have to heal me. I mean,
At
I've got
2
a
wounds, he has
potion.
to heal you.
I've got a potion.
Yeah, the potion will do 1. He's better off healing.
okay,
Okay.
so that
Heal
that-
me.
yeah, that faith is that's 16.
Yeah, so I think that's a good result, which heals 2 wounds. So
Sweet.
Cody's back up and ready to roll, but you know,
Dude, that's crazy, man. Like, look, and I'm like putting my finger through the hole of my jacket. It's like it's not even bleeding anymore.
And Blood Tongue removes his hand from Cody's chest. Your skin is so uncomfortably soft.
Well
Thanks.
done, comrade.
Yeah, that's I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
And then he grabs
like-
his leather jacket like across his chest and zips it up and pats the leather. That's much better.
I'm gonna just kind of like wait a moment and just go in for the hug.
He's getting blood all over you because there's still like bullet wound blood everywhere. Like, human blood, you're soaking in it.
He likes that anyway.
Yeah. Are you going to use your healing on the two that have one wound each?
Oh, I thought I could only do that one. Oh, once
Well,
per
per
person.
person.
It's per person.
Mm.
So, I mean, a wound is a hardcore. Like, you know, that's.
I've got a pot.
Come, comrade, give me some of your good touch.
Okay, so yeah, he will do the same to
Okay.
Anton.
Let him have it.
Ay, ay, ay. That is poopy.
Your
6
skin
minus
is so
4.
soft.
How bad does it hurt?
So, if you fail, you're going to take shock. You're not in combat, so you're going to recover that fast. But because it's one try per act, if that means if it doesn't work, you're going to be like, sorry, goddess doesn't like you.
So, but I can use up one of these fancy new shiny possibility tokens, correct?
You could also, a willpower card would get you over the top.
I do not have that. Does anybody have that?
Jacob does.
I have a what? A willpower. Why do you need it?
I think so. I don't know what it does, but I think I need it to heal him up.
+3 to anything.
Yeah, it'll give you +3.
Charisma, yeah.
Okay.
Well, roll first, and I can do it
He
afterwards.
did roll, and he failed like a
Yeah,
failure.
I had a shit roll.
How's it feel? Ha!
He's just like digging in the wound and
Gross.
Well, Do you want a +3 or no?
is that enough?
That'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Over the top.
Okay. So then I'll because I got to trade you a card, right?
Yep.
I'll trade you this adrenaline card, which is
That's fine.
similar.
What's the number?
3.
All right. Take it.
Going for willpower. Boom, willpower happens. Anton is healed. Bam, done.
Nice.
Can I play my romance card on Boris?
Absolutely can.
Nice.
Absolutely. These things like when a narrative card like romance is triggered, we have a negotiation. You know, you'd be like, hey, like, how does this work? And I'd be like, absolutely. That's fine. If you want to go there happily.
I might just do that.
Right? Yeah.
You're gonna romance Boris, the guy who was like,
Oh yeah, I will. It's
I mean,
you get like
just
3
a total
possibilities, but
major
that's not-
dickhead.
Right. Well, so it's the usual story of a ex-soldier and an ex-KGB guy that met in strange circumstances.
No,
And hit it off.
please
They've
no.
been through some shit.
Right. They've both seen things.
Coming summer 2019.
Yeah.
Right,
and
it's not his fault. It was the demoness.
So
I
yeah,
just want to love again.
Eli
I'm
still
sorry.
got a wound as well. If you want to.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you can tough it out. There you go.
So what are we gonna do with this guy?
Yeah, and he's like I'm gonna say he's still in the net or tied up or whatever. And he's like, you should release me.
You should shut up.
We haven't taken a vote yet. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say
Ha!
that motion's probably not gonna pass. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys have voting out here, or does the government just run everything?
No, we vote.
Of course, comrade, we vote in Mother Russia. This doesn't mean anything.
Right, exactly. There would be one thing on the ballot. Let Boris go. I'm an ally. Russian government and Delphi Council are allies.
Do we need him?
Yeah, I mean, you can tape his mouth. That's fine. He's like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
No. No.
Why do we have him then?
I'm sure we need maybe ask some questions or something.
Well, ask him.
What questions do we got?
I don't know. That's your job, not mine.
Like why he was chasing us? Perhaps comrade would be a good question.
Okay. So here's how this is gonna work, Boris. I get it. You're big and scary, and that's fine. But we're just gonna ask you some questions anyways. Maybe you can answer. You know, that would be nice. Please. So, who were you looking for Because you were looking for another woman that we'd never heard of, and then suddenly you show up and you get the place surrounded. What's going on with that, man? That's weird.
So let's see. Right. So do you guys have him taped or not? Is he?
His mouth is not
His
taped.
mouth is open.
He's. I imagine him like sitting on the cave floor, like we've duct taped or tied up and whatever. All his arms. He's like sitting crisscross applesauce.
As Cody is tasking him this, though, Blood Tongue crouches down beside him, and his tail comes out and wraps itself firmly around Boris's fat little neck and starts applying a slight bit of pressure.
Oh wow, that
okay,
yeah.
So go ahead and give me an intimidation, Blood Tongue.
I am not intimidating.
Right. Yeah, you're sugar and spice. Fine.
That is a value of 12.
Okay. So yeah, you're like, and he's, you can tell he's sweating, right? Like you can see it kind of beading on his head. He knows he's in trouble here, and Cody's kind of be like, hey, like it's cool, do whatever. Cody, go ahead and give me a persuasion.
Persuasion.
I want to sort of see where you guys are.
All right. So, God Almighty, these fucking rolls. -4 plus persuasion of 8, so 4.
Okay. So, like, yeah, you're trying to do this, and what's kind of happening is you guys are a little bit cross purpose. Like, it's not that like smooth teamwork, good cop, bad cop thing. It's more like two cops that can't really agree on an approach, and the prisoner's like, what's going on here? So he's like kind of trying to talk, through the constricted thing. And he's like, tell you information if you give me assurances.
Oh, you know what? I love assurances. I'm gonna take out my gun. I'm gonna put it right into his knee, and I've kneecapped him. He's probably gonna never walk again the rest of his life.
I assure you, this is gonna go the way we want it.
I don't understand why movies ever have those scenes where the woman like gets the gun and the guy's like, "You're not gonna shoot me," and I'd be like, "Bam, bam, bam!" I don't understand people that don't do that. So.
Okay, so Boris has got a wound now. Screams out. So. Yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. He's going to be like, okay, I'm going to blow my wad here and hope. So his story is, he says, well, we are looking for that girl, that Russian citizen that you've kidnapped, that we were trying to stop, her from leaving our territory. Don't shoot me again. The reason is we believe she's got a psychic connection to her sister who's also missing. And Lydia's like, what? My sister's dead. And he's like, well, not necessarily. We've had her and certain others on tap, but they recently disappeared. And we were hoping to get to you to use your connection to find out what happened to her.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I don't have time for this. And I'm going to kind of point the gun at the other knee and be like, all right, so exactly how did they escape? What happened? Don't make me drag this out of you.
We don't know. That's what I was investigating.
Escaped from where?
So he says there's a facility outside. He gives it like some little town way outside Moscow where they've got a facility.
And the purpose of this facility was to keep these people, to use them to what ends?
They're psychics. What do you think?
I mean, I just,
Yeah, tools from other, tools for the Russia. Right? There are war assets, just like you Storm Knights or the Delphi Councils.
I think he's telling the truth.
Comrade, I believe you are correct. He is telling the truth.
I don't think we need him or his dead weight any longer.
No, I can help you.
He is powerful. He could help us.
Yeah, to an early grave.
Look, I want the same thing as you, right? You're looking for her sister. I'm looking for her sister. Don't kill me.
Yeah, but when we find her sister, you're not going to get her.
I'm going to place my metal hand down on the gun so I can pinch the hammer.
Okay, yeah, you're kind of
get a finger in there.
Boris is like, look, as bad as we might find each other, the Gaunt Man and his cronies are worse. We must work together, comrades.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
the Gaunt Man and his cronies.
I pull
Uthorian.
out my gun and I point it towards his face and I say, "Where is the Gaunt Man?
India?
How do you know where he is?
Because he owns India. What? Uthorian's somewhere in,
Where's India?
Norway.
Is he like spouting off common knowledge?
Where's
Yeah.
India?
Yeah, he is. He's just like, what? Everyone knows where India. He's like giving geographic coordinates. Southeast. What do you want? What? I don't understand.
He's not from around
Eli
here, man.
writes it down.
Come, comrades. It is unfortunate. This man is kind of our enemy, but in Mother Russia, times are tough. He's just trying to survive like everyone. He's not a threat now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
yes,
we'll
yes,
leave him
yes,
here.
yes, yes.
Everything will be totally peachy keen, I'm sure.
I'm sure he won't go back and get a fleet of those.
They're already coming.
That,
Then maybe we should leave him as a message to stop following.
Yeah, they're probably not going to worry too much about that.
Do we like follow any rules as part of the Delphi Council?
well, you're kind of not supposed to commit war crimes, but you can do whatever you want. Whoever's writing a report, you might get.
Comrades, come. We're the good guys. And lizards.
So, and the other thing, like Boris in desperation is like, but you can feel it. This is a different reality. Our soldiers wouldn't be able to follow you here. They might disconnect. Their guns wouldn't work. Why would we follow? You've already escaped.
I can't
He's
remember.
correct. He is the only one that would be effective here.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to?
That's right, my partner. I bet she lived. She would get terrible revenge on you if you killed me.
No way. That bitch lived. I saw what we did to her. She exploded.
She's dark cold. They're tougher. I mean, they look tough. They're even tougher, comrade. No, I can handle her. I'm sure she'll come up again. But
All right.
she'll obey me. Keep me alive.
So should we let this little fat pig go?
No, let's just take him.
I do not want to carry him.
Are you a smoker? You look like a smoker.
Boris?
Yeah, Boris.
Oh yeah, Boris has got like he's got like a cigarette hanging out of his mouth now. Yeah.
Dude, he's not going anywhere. Look at him. Like, he's a fat smoker with one leg. He'll be fine. Let's load him up in the car.
You guys are out
Just
of the
gonna
car,
leave him there?
in the cave.
Oh, that's right, in the cave. Yeah,
Just leave him at the mouth of the cave.
He actually
No,
wants
let's just
to,
take him.
Yeah, he actually wants to come with you.
We'll go find a. So let's leave the cave just at the very front of the entrance to go check out this magical land. And look, I'm just looking for like the first tree to grab some kind of a branch or cut down a branch or climb up the tree, jump on a branch and break it off, and then try to get him some kind of a crutch.
Sure, you've also got a magical healer there, right?
I would never waste it on such a.
Oh, but it doesn't actually waste it on him, I guess.
I guess I can do it once on him.
Yeah.
I reach down and I squeeze his leg, and I'm just repulsed by the squishiness.
All right, go ahead and give me that faith test.
Sorry, fatty. Not today.
Okay, so he got a wound and he's keeping it. But yeah, so he'll crutch or whatever. But he's hobbling along with you guys. He's grumbling now. He's like, rah, 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 stupid Americans. Don't know an ally.
Is it cold here?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know we were in Russia, but like with the
Russia.
the extra dimension
cave.
thing, I didn't know like if it.
No, it's still a cave, and so caves are all. Fun fact, Discovery Channel moment, all caves are the same temperature, pretty cold. They're about 50, 58 degrees, I think it is.
Really?
Yep. Every
Until you get really deep, then they get really hot, though. Very hot.
I did not know that. Yeah, so let's we've got this guy a crutch, and he's pretty much useless or gimped. We'll pat him down 3 or 4 times to make sure he's got no
Look
radio bugs. I want to check the bottom of his shoes and
So I mean, yeah, he's got like some hidden guns and stuff. If you guys want to completely disarm him, you take those. But the other thing, when you're patting him down, you noticed when he was fighting you guys, he reached to his coat pocket at one point. When you check that pocket, you find a very strange item. So it looks like a one of those like 1930s rolling stamps, but it's got that like the red and blue glistening effect on it, and you can feel the power within it. You would know he is carrying an eternity shard. And eternity shards, they're hyper valuable. You know, it's something that the Delphi Council they're looking for. Like anytime you can get one, they're like, gimme. These are really important to the war effort. But you also know in the field you can use them. They contain possibilities that you can drain out and use for yourself, and often have powers of their own.
Is it more than one possibility, like mechanically? So,
like you're feeling around this thing, and this is something like as Storm Knights, like you get a feel for as you start handling it. This one contains 5 possibilities.
Holy fuck! Okay.
However, there's a trick to it, because the other thing is the Eternity Shards often have like I'm gonna call it like attitudes, essentially. Like they've got little agendas of their own, and this one's agenda that is to keep order in Russia at all costs. So as long as the action that you're doing is kind of compatible with that, you can tap it and use its possibilities.
Okay.
But if it goes against that, it doesn't really work. It kind of withholds.
I'm more worried about that's great, and we're gonna that's
ours,
awesome. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm very specifically worried about like any additional tracking technology or
yeah.
And
No,
I know it's a different magical cosm or whatever, but like
right.
I've seen enough spy movies to know that like I'm checking the heels of his shoes
and
trying to slide him away.
Well, and you're doing that. He's like, I don't have bugs. I don't need them. Natasha can scry. I mean, that's how we found you at the Cosmodrome.
What?
Magic.
That's not good.
Darkhold who have magic.
Are we really sure we killed that bitch? We did kill her, right? Like we saw her die. Right?
I wouldn't be so sure.
So, you want to keep Boris alive? I'll help you. Say she'll do what I say. I'll tell her to back down.
Yeah, I don't believe you. If we kill you, can she still scry on us?
She already did, comrade.
Did once.
Well, shit, and I guess we don't need you then. And I hold up my gun to him.
No, wait. Just let's let Porky here just accompany us, and we'll make sure that his Natasha chick isn't going to show up anytime soon.
Yeah, but maybe we should make sure. I'm trying to intimidate him to get him to continue to not fuck us over with.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me that. We'll see how.
All right.
He's definitely intimidated, regardless of the outcome of this.
So that's just my normal whatever.
Yeah.
That moment when you're trying not to be a murder hobo, but you realize that you pretty much have to be a murder
You guys
hobo.
are kind of in murder hobo land, so do what you're gonna do. And he's like, yeah, look, I'll help you. That's what I'm here
I'll
for.
put the gun away and I'll just keep an eye on him.
Says I'd be more helpful with a gun.
Nope, not happening.
Yeah, he's like, all right, it's cool.
Yeah, so let's roll up out of here with this chick.
Okay, yeah, and so like Lydia's kind of been watching this whole thing unfold, and she's a little bit. She definitely doesn't trust Boris, but it looks like she's lost trust in you guys too. Like she's kind of not cool with how that was going, but she needs you, so
You shoot one guy in the kneecap.
right? You just go a little bit crazy on the one guy. And she's like, is that how the Delphi Council operates? That's not what Omar told me.
When they try to chase us down and slaughter us on the road, that's how it goes.
Boris goes, a misunderstanding. You were kidnapping a citizen.
Sure. So the fun part about this is you get to go first. And we're going to kind of like push him along.
Okay. So the cave, it's steep and kind of like ronky and slidey. If you push him first, he's probably going to fall, and you may even lose him.
I hope that he we're like, oh, we're not gonna kill you, and then he dies immediately by
That's totally your guys' choice.
like a snake bite or like a bear attack in the cave, or some
like
other horrible death.
He is going first, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so you're pushing him forward as you go down, so he falls, tumbles basically out of sight. What are you guys doing for light, if anything?
Don't we have like cell phones?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got cell phones.
Yeah, flashlight app.
Hey man, my flashlight app is bright as shit. All right.
And flashlight goes. So and
I pull out a torch.
And you can you've got them. You're like boom. So torchlight and all that, and it's got that flickery thing happening in the cave as you go down, and that smell gets worse, and you're like, push ahead, Boris. You're first. Doom, doom, doom.
I'll actually move up beside Boris and support him.
What a guy!
On the bad side, so
take an extra possibility, Anton. Look
as are we all stepping into the cave?
We're in the cave, bro.
As we all step into the cave, I activate my trap Cosm card.
Oh no!
All right, well, let's go ahead and resolve that first. All right, deadly trap or hazard appears somewhere in this act. Oh yeah, that affects one of the party randomly. Oh good, I'm gonna need D4.
Oh good.
Okay, so D4.
Daryl's finally getting something to kill us.
I do. I finally get to hurt you guys. You're welcome. 1, Blood Tongue is who gets this one.
Yay.
And it does 1 bonus dice worth of wounds. So
that can kill you.
Yeah, well, especially when it explodes like that. That's 8 wounds.
Oops.
So you guys are moving forward.
Wait, am I dead? For real dead?
Oh no.
Well, you might be able to soak.
Oh yeah, I gotta soak that because I can only take. I have 3 wounds. That means I can only take 3.
What did you do, Jacob?
We walk into the cave and our healer instantly dies.
Why would you do that?
I'm sorry, I didn't.
So you guys, you're moving along, and this is actually there's one upside to this poor Blood Tongue dying here, if that's what happens. This is not artificial. I mean, this is artificial. Like when he goes forward, he triggers like a rope, and it causes a deadfall, and literally a 2-ton rock is falling on him, doing 8 wounds worth of damage.
Oh shit!
So does his toughness come into play for this?
No, it just does 8 wounds.
Oh,
it's a 2-ton rock, just squish.
Is there nothing we can do to help him?
Well, maybe
so is this a thing where I can soak this and that's the only thing I can do?
You can soak it. Yep.
Don't worry, guys. This may look really bad, but I just got 3 possibilities for doing it.
Okay, how do we do this? What do we do to soak this?
You know how long this fucking overlay took to put together, Jacob? You son of a bitch!
Yeah, I'm only vomiting in between muting myself here.
I'll get Photoshop up, Jeremy. You're just pick another character out.
Okay.
So you're gonna want to soak it.
So how do I soak? I spend a possibility. Is that what I do? I don't remember.
Correct. You spend 1 possibility. You roll reality, and you want to roll really, really, really high.
Wow.
Oh my god.
You're gonna want to trade for hero.
Well, that's a good sign.
I was really hoping it would hit like Boris or me.
Oh yeah.
So now I just feel bad.
You should feel bad. Jeremy just healed you.
That totals 20.
20 is exactly what. So 20 soaks all damage.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, like this 2-ton deadfall is like whoom, and you guys like see a reality where he was just crushed into paste.
Oops.
Like there's a little rewind, and like you hit that, and he just tumbles forward, rolls away, boom, and you see Boris go, "Oh, watch out for traps."
Yeah, watch out for those traps. That's pretty deadly. Wonder where that came from. Man, I feel great. Let's keep going.
I hate you so much, Jacob. Yeah, we're definitely 100% going to push Boris ahead now with the traps.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's going slow between the wounded leg and, he doesn't have a flashlight or anything like that. So he's kind of scrabbling along. Anton, you said you're going to be up front with him?
Yeah.
Okay. as you guys are moving deeper into this cave and the smell is getting worse, and you're like, but it's like the cave itself is breathing. You just do this. Lydia is freaked out. I mean, I know she was pushing hard to do this, but now like she's here in the moment, she is getting super reticent. Like she's just like, this wasn't part of the vision. Like I don't know what's going on here. Maybe we should go back. Maybe there's another way.
I thought you said you saw a vision of the cave or whatever.
I did, but this wasn't. You can see she's kind of a little bit in shock. Like everything that's happening, we
came all the way here, avoiding going across the entirety of Russia for our mission. And a 2-ton rock falls out of the ceiling. We're like, nah, let's leave. No, we've come all the way here. We're staying here.
So I'm going to allow either approach, Eli, either persuasion or intimidation.
He doesn't know how to persuade. So
got it. Intimidate. Yeah. So go ahead and roll that intimidation.
Does not compute.
Oh, so, good thing I have a shit ton of possibilities.
Ooh, there you go.
And I'm going to use one of those. Hell yeah.
There you go. Okay.
All right. That's 20, a value of 20.
There you go. Yeah. So that shuts her up instantly. And she just goes, right. Yes. Okay.
I'll try and comfort her.
Yeah.
Easy, little Toka. It is okay. We'll be fine. The bad stuff is out of the way.
Yeah.
Blood Tongue just stops and takes a deep breath of this stench. And are we sure this is a cave?
Yeah, it's definitely rock.
Okay.
You're not inside like a snake or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much the moment that Anton starts talking about how the worst is over and things are going to be okay, that's when Boris trips, falls. You guys hear crumbling rocks, and he lands. It sounds like in something because you hear a roar, ah! In the darkness up ahead of you. What do you guys do?
I run forward.
Okay.
But only like to see. I don't really care about Boris. I just want to see.
So, all right, you rush forward to see. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. Look on the bright side. The heroes get to go first. So what if you stumble, like as your torchlight flickers across, you see the biggest, it's maybe a Kodiak bear or something like that, larger than any of you have ever seen.
What? A bear as big as Cody?
Kodiak bear.
Oh.
It's bigger than Cody.
Even bigger than Cody.
That was just a shitty joke.
I know that beard is majestic and all, but
it's not. I hate it so bad. Get yourself checked out for cancer, and if you're too young like Jacob, tell your dad to get himself checked out for cancer, and your mom, because cancer sucks. End.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jacob.
Well, you're welcome.
And this bear is messed up.
I shoot like it's the bear in the face.
So, okay, now let me set a couple of scenes here before you do that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so, I mean, it looks demonic, right? And you've heard that this happens where stuff gets infected by the techno-demon junk and becomes essentially abomination. But here in a magical realm that doesn't support the technology, it's mutated even further. So this is basically like a half-demon bear that you're up against. Now, the downside is Boris is on top of it, which is going to trigger friendly fire rules. So you can blast it, absolutely, but on an odd roll, you're going to hit Boris.
Wait, I'm sorry. What's the negative here?
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Quick question. Yeah, before he starts shooting.
I'm going to be like, oh, the bear.
Is this a reality rated foe?
The bear is not, actually.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot this bear.
You're blasting away.
And I'm going to use I'm gonna see. I gotta roll first. Plow. I think that's good enough.
That's even.
That's plus.
Yeah, it is even. You even hit the right target. Look at you.
Very nice. Very good. That's a shit. What are these numbers? 17.
15.
17. Sorry, I'm wrong.
Okay, 17 is a good hit. That will do an extra bonus die of damage.
Very nice. That is 14 plus bonus die.
That is not a die.
That's a fate die.
D6. There you go. Oh, explodes! Oh, God damn it. Don't kill my creature right off the bat.
Dude, you had the worst luck.
Does that explode again? That's just a 5.
No, that's just a 5. So
That's just
10,
an extra
that's
10.
24. Okay, so that does a wound to it. Nearly takes it out. You
Cool.
bastards. Because and it's like all super pissed off. So it's only got like basically one more wound and this thing's gonna drop.
Can I shoot it?
You absolutely can.
All right, I shoot it.
Yeah, bam, 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 bam. Oh, and also
That's not it.
That's not even. So I have a question. I can add 3 to the total of my test. Would that make that a 16?
That adds to the bonus, not to the roll. Bonuses add to bonuses, dice add to dice.
So if I add a possibility, though, that would add to the roll.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll spend a possibility. I got extra ones. Ka-chow! Another, so 20. So that would be a...
Oh, that turns it even, yeah.
Yeah, 7 plus... oh my god. 7 plus 9, so 16.
16 is a... That is a good hit.
So plus 1. So 3 plus my Glock of 13. So 16 more damage.
More damage does shock, but not the wounds. It's all angry. And
Oh, I was up at the front, so I'll leap forward with me hammer.
Awesome.
Move
And
your ass,
also, Eli,
move your ass, Boris, and get out of there before my comrades kill you. So that's 9, which is not going to be great. So I can't play cards yet, so I'll use a possibility
Awesome.
to get rid of this sucker.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Wow.
much better. So that's
Yep.
going to be a 27. So that's a plus 9 to
Yeah.
melee.
And then if you don't
So
get
that's a
it,
20 to hit.
Blood Tongue still has
So
a
that's
spear.
that's a good hit when it's up close like that.
All right, so it's going to be a total of 19 damage.
19 damage doesn't quite do the wound. Yes, it's going to get to attack back. Maybe.
Blood Tongue hasn't gone
Well,
yet.
Blood Tongue is holding a spear and still a gun in his hand.
Wow,
and
what's it gonna be?
he's praying and trying to make a decision as to what to do, having just so narrowly escaped a horrible fate.
You should full auto into this group of people. I think that'll work to
I'm putting a hero into my hand.
He's feeling jacked up on reality and seeing these shots fired. He cannot help but short burst this gun into
Yes.
the bear.
Yes, take a possibility for that.
Okay, I'll probably need it. Okay.
I seriously thought you just rolled a 42. And I was like, I have no idea what to... Yes!
It works. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Is that I can't remember. Is that a missile weapon or
No, it's fire.
No.
Combat.
fire combat? Okay, so that's 8.
You got a plus 5.
That's 13, and then
So that
plus.
is
Yeah, that's 13 plus. I get for the short burst something. I don't remember. Plus 2, so 15.
yeah. So right now that is a good hit. Come on, push the envelope. Add the possibility so this can become odd, and I can.
Yeah, this.
Come on.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Come on.
That's what we love to see. That turns it into an odd number, 32.
So the question is, does it hit me or Boris?
Well, that's what we're going to find out. So, but first we need the number because how well it hits is going to be important here. So, plus 10, what's your fire comp? Basically, what's your dex?
Sorry, what number do you need?
Dex.
Just my dex?
Yeah, because you
Is
don't
it
have fire
8?
combat. Yeah, so
I do have a fire combat. Yeah, it's 8. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It's 8.
8. Yeah.
So, the 18 is going to be the hit number. We'll go ahead and roll, and we'll say evens odds for Boris or for Anton. Evens, Boris. Okay, so an 18 is going to be a good hit against Boris. Go ahead and roll your damage. Bonus die.
One bonus die?
Yep. 3 for 16. He's actually going to try and soak. He fails, takes another wound. Ouch. He goes, oh, man. What a world. So bam, bam, bullets hit Boris. He's all jacked up. He's like, ah. Okay, fantastic. So that's good. And I threw a bunch of cards in there as everyone that attacked successfully did get a card because that was the approved action. So Blood Tongue, you got a coup de grace. And then Anton, you got a glory. Cody, you got a transfer. And Eli got a drama card. 48.
Cool. Just a
All right.
drama?
Yep. So villains are finally going to go, and he's coming back after you. So this one's got an awesome property. It is vengeful. And so it runs away from Anton and Boris and goes straight at Eli, who did so much damage to him. And because Eli damaged him, it rolls this attack with an up, which is, hopefully. And it's burning even more shock to up its damage even more. So hopefully this is going to do some serious hurt.
Hopefully.
Unless I roll a freaking 1 as usual. Okay, 6 sucks, but it's not a 1. I'll take it. He's up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So the total on that's 38.
Oh,
So
my God.
That's 11.
That's going to
That's
hurt a little.
24 against your unarmed skill because you got your rifle out. Eli.
Jacob.
I'm sorry, what am I doing?
What's your unarmed defense?
My unarmed defense is a where is that?
On the right
Underneath
corner.
of your melee
There it
defense?
is, 9.
9. Okay, good. So this is that's an outstanding hit. That's going to do 2 bonus dice.
Oh, my God.
And because it's relentless and we triggered that, it's going to do 3 bonus dice. So,
Do it. Kill me.
All right, lots of damage. So there's 3 dice. So 4 plus 5 plus 6. Oh, come on. So 22 damage. What's your toughness?
10.
Okay. So that's going to do 2 wounds and 4 shock.
I'm out.
With your panoply of...
I've already got a wound. I'm
You
out.
can soak
Can
down.
you soak it or
I can
something?
soak it?
Yes.
Oh, you have like a million
You got a
possibilities.
million possibilities. Soak it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll soak. How many can I soak?
You can soak both of them.
I will
Basically, a 10 on reality will soak 1. 15.
I will soak both.
Yeah, just you spend
If you
one
roll,
on
you will.
reality.
If I shit, I have to roll.
Yeah, you gotta roll
What do I have
it.
to roll?
Reality.
Let's roll a D20, man.
19.
Oh, it's a good roll. Look at you.
Nice.
You're fine.
What's your reality plus 6?
Reality is a 11.
So yeah, you do it. Rah, it comes at you, and man, you can smell that hot demon breath coming from this thing. And there's a reality where it just starts mauling you and like rips an arm off.
Ouch.
But like you rewind, you spin that possibility. And, oh no! So it is on top of Eli now, and that is end of the round. New round. Intimidate and maneuver are up. It's here they come. Villains get to go first. So
no.
So it was vulnerable because it left those 2 guys. Because it's going to get to go, that vulnerable is going to go away. So
Daryl, what was the last card that was used for the initiative? The drama card.
the drama card was you take it to them. Why? What's the question?
Nothing. I just have a card that can do something. It's cool.
Oh, you got. So do you have seize the initiative?
I do. Yeah.
Would you like to play it? Because heroes went first on the other card.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Awesome. Trigger it, and it's still you take it to them, which is good for you guys in a lot of ways. Heroes are going to go first, and attack is still an approved action. So
Cool.
Sweet.
I want to shoot this bear.
awesome.
Pew pew. I use 2 possibilities.
Yeah,
I'm gonna spend another one.
nice. And you've got the
Yeah,
carbine,
that's
so
14,
you
so
can
that's
shoot it
21.
in close range like this.
20.
20 is going to be a good hit.
Cool.
If it was a distance, it would be outstanding, but when it's
So
up in your
that's
face,
16 damage.
16 is going to do more shock. It's getting close to shocking out. Looks like
All right.
maybe 1 or 2 more hits, and this thing's going to go whether you do the wound or not.
I'll jump in there with the hammer so they
There you go.
don't shoot Eli.
There you go. Great. Good call.
That 8 is not going to do it, but I'll play my hero card
There you
to
go. To boost that up.
boost that up. 22. 22 is going to do more shock. It's going to hurt a little. 22 is going to do more shock. 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 22 is going
Oh yeah.
So that becomes a
6
26
plus
and
9.
so that's another 20.
20 is going to be a good hit.
So that's going to be a 20 total.
It is hanging on by a thread.
Son of a...
One more damage.
Yeah, Blood Tongue's gonna jump in and just try to crack this thing across the face with his staff.
Nice. There you go. Spear me.
And I'm gonna steady myself with my tail and re-roll that.
Oh, there you go. You totally can. Great.
And
Oh,
it does not.
Nope.
even worse. It's a big.
The cave is really slippery,
It
guys.
is like you actually see like he kind of tumbles down, like you're down
slippery.
in the pile with Boris, who's just like, oh, I've been shot. My leg's been shot.
And I play adrenaline into my hand.
Cool. Who else is up?
Cody still is go.
Yep.
Do it, Cody. It's like it's hanging on by a thread.
Fire, fire, fire. 17. Oh.
That's an odd
That's
number.
that number.
Do I need an odd number?
No, odd
No,
is
you
odd
want it
order.
even.
Odd lets you shoot Eli, which you know for that
Yay.
trap, it might be good revenge.
Yay.
So you have to
Curious.
play a true card or a possibility.
The bullet is like flying into me, and you're like, maybe should I
Yeah.
change this? Nah,
You know, reality is what it is.
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a possibility. I don't want to
Okay.
shoot Jacob in the face.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yes. Okay. Evened up.
Oh,
It evened up. That's 36.
It did.
Oh my God. That's math. 26.
28.
28.
Yeah, so plus 9.
What am I looking at here? Okay. So that is the
Fire
same thing.
combat plus
So 9. The fire combat is a 9. So 18.
18. That is an outstanding hit. You add 2 bonus dice advantage.
Ka-chow. Double fives.
And that actually does the no, it doesn't do
23.
but that does shock it out. Oh,
20
23.
23 for my Glock. I have a 13 plus 10.
Oh, holy crap. Yeah, that takes it out. Boom. It's dead. Like, that's not shocked out. It's dead. Well done. Bam, 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 bam. So, like that wheezing breath, like, you and Eli, you'd get the feeling that this is a mercy kill. Like, this creature was not, it was not living a pleasant life. So it's probably
Figured.
for the best that you guys yeah, and like you can see it's got like this half snarling demon face and like weird bile dripping out of it. There's thorns where there shouldn't be thorns. It's just like, oh, it's horrible. But well done. You took it
I'm so
out.
glad we killed it.
So is this was just a bear in a cave, or have we found a sort of den?
So that would you like to play a card?
I kind of want to play loot the body.
Yes, you can totally do that.
I want to do that. I start like digging through. I mean, if there's other stuff around, I'm more looking at its belongings, maybe victims
yeah.
it's dragged in here, and if I don't find anything, then I eviscerate this thing and start digging through its guts. to see what's swallowed.
It's actually going to be in it. It's in its belly. Like, I got to roll this. 9 loot. Okay.
All right, Tayoka. Now we've been through the worst of it. It's going to get better. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, she's just like "Ooh," against the wall, freaked out. So you're digging through this thing, and you actually, you come out with it ate something at some point, and you're like, wait, a scroll case?
Oh my God. No.
What? And all of you would kind of know that stuff transforms here. So this is like this might have been like an ebook or a cell phone or something, but just over time converted into a scroll.
Yes, I'm obviously thinking this.
Yeah, it's like, well,
I'm just
yeah. There's a like bile demon covered. It's an ornate scroll case.
It was
Up out of the belly, and you got the scroll case, and if you open it up, there's a scroll inside.
on the outside. It just says Alexa. Like
Yeah.
on the scroll
was
case.
written.
Yeah, there's an Apple icon on one end. And you're like, what?
It was written by the ancients. known as
So-
like
So what is inside this scroll case? What does the scroll say?
So you look at it, and it's like in weird writing that because magic is so prevalent here, just examining it kind of lets you know this is a spell, and anyone can try and use it. You're rolling your default crappy ass magic skill to do it here, Now, outside of Isle, no one you can't do this by default. Inside of Isle, you can, and it lets you. It's an open lock. This is basically
Open lock.
an open lock spell.
So what does one use for their magic score?
So in this particular case, it's mind.
Okay.
This
It'll
scroll
be
is from
untrained.
the Amazon.
Is it, who has a higher mind than a 6?
I've got 6.
I've got an 8 because I'm versatile.
Yeah, we
Right?
got this. I also have an 8.
There you go.
Blood Tongue does not understand what this
Yeah, you're like, what
thing
is
is like,
bullshit?
I do not understand. Magic exists in nature. It's the will of the gods, not on this paper.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that.
He hands it over just outward, like.
Yeah.
You know, we used to have these movies where you would just like say the words on the scroll, like abracadabra, and then they would work. And you know, I've used one of these before. It's surprisingly that simple.
Right. And you actually have, and you've got a healing potion from a previous trip to this cosm where you just picked up loot and you're like, whatever, it works for me. Cool.
Does somebody else
Let us
want?
move along, comrades, before any more of these bears come out.
This looks like it was the only one.
More demon bears. Jacob, do you want the scroll?
I have no use for it. I mean, I can take it, but I don't think I can really do it.
I will keep the scroll. And I'm sorry, you said it explodes buildings, is what it does.
No, it opens locks.
Yeah, I heard cyborg wings, jetpack. All right, yeah, no problem. I can open some locks.
Go ahead and try it on that. We'll see what happens. So, Malaboris is pretty messed up. Like, he's having a hard time. He's having a hard time moving forward if you guys still want to make him lead.
Oh, yeah, he's still leading.
I will still help him. I'll be like, come, comrade. I'm sorry. We did not see the bear.
Oh, he's like, that's not. Then why did you shoot me?
My friend cannot help himself.
Oh, this is the worst.
In fairness, I didn't shoot you, man. I mean, I didn't expect him to do that. It's kind of rude.
It is that archaic weapon he uses. It's hard to aim.
So you guys are moving deeper into the darkness, and it's starting to get a little bit maze-like. Like if you've ever gone spelunking in a cave, you know that even with light, it starts getting creepy. And that's where you guys are at, where you're like, well, there's a passage that goes off that way. There's one that goes down there. You don't hear the breathing anymore, but like you hear like little sounds. It might be maybe a rock tumbling somewhere. Like there's stuff around in here, but it's farther away, or maybe it's not. You can't tell what direction it's from. The echoes are weird. It's just not a good place.
Little Tayoka, did you see in your visions which way to go?
She actually, her eyes roll up in the back of her head, and she falls onto the ground and starts having a fit. Go.
Is she pointing in any particular direction?
No, she's just literally having a seizure right now.
Oh, shit! I'll like pull out off my belt and stick it in her mouth so she doesn't like bite her tongue off or whatever.
Go ahead and roll first aid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a thing I can do.
I think you actually have that, and if you don't, it's mind-based.
I can't get my belt in her mouth.
Friend, not around the neck.
Yeah, right. So she doesn't swallow her tongue or anything, but she is in shock, and she's out of it. She's actually passed out from shock.
Alrighty then.
Morris goes, well, that doesn't look good. Maybe we should shoot her a few times, see if that helps.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree, but I don't know.
I'll scoop
do
her
not
up.
shoot Russian citizen. You fools. Ow.
I
You're all over
can
the
use a
place.
miracle on her, can I not? I haven't.
Certainly
I haven't.
You haven't used it on any.
Yeah, I haven't used it on her.
Yeah.
I'll do that. No.
Oh, so yeah, you're like, I'll use it on her.
Oh
And,
my god.
like, you get a giant can of nope from the goddess.
We are
like,
going to kill her.
Right. And you get shocked. Like if this were combat, you'd be hurt by that. Like you recover from it quickly.
Mhm.
But you're just like, oh, okay, I need to maybe heal off. Yeah, I need to maybe taper off while I'm asking for the goddess.
So we'll take the cave to the right, or the tunnel to the right.
Okay, cool. So you're like, all right, you've got Boris, you're helping him out, and you're like, this way, this is the way. Boom. So we're going to treat you guys navigating and getting lost in this cave system as a dramatic task. This is a fun new thing that you guys haven't gotten to do yet. So basically, sort of like the chase, there's 4 steps to it, and you can only do a step if you get a card with the A, B, C, D, blah, 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 blah. You got to do one at a time in order. In this case, you've got 5 tries to do this. If you don't, you're going to be kind of lost when the other bad guys that are running around inside this cave system find you.
Great.
If you do succeed, you're going to get out safely before they find you. So just so you guys know what the stakes are.
Okay.
So the first step's going to be find. Second step's going to be willpower, just so you guys know. Then survival, then strength. Because it's all open, like what you got to do. So we'll jump into this. You seek an advantage. A and C are steps on the card, which is really good. You can do step A, which is good. Bad is heroes get a surge, which means anyone that's carrying something, guns, that do not belong here, has to roll a 20, and on a 1 they blow up. And Jeremy, you blow up on a 1 to 4.
So maybe we don't want Jeremy to make one of these checks.
Yeah. He loves it. He's like, this gun was made for me. He loves it. See, everyone else just quickly roll a die and on a 1.
Is my Slayer's gun, the Slayer's gun, affected by that?
Yes.
All right.
All weapons technologically are up and out here.
What am I rolling?
Just a D20.
Roll a D20.
Just a D20. Close, but not quite. You're fine. So, you guys are good. The surge doesn't do anything. You've got to make a find test. One person's got to take the lead on this, but others can cooperate to help.
Okay, so my find value is an 8.
Right.
It's better than me.
If you're taking
I don't think mine's better than that.
So you're taking the lead, but other people, you can either just give a flat.
I have a
plus
9.
1. You can give them a flat +1, or you can roll to try and do better.
All right, so we're going to help Cody.
Well, I think you're in the lead, Anton, because they made you and Boris go first. So I think you've got to be the primary on this.
Okay,
one.
I'm good with that. So are you guys going to give the flat bonus or what?
I can roll to try to help.
Yeah, rolling is more fun and exciting.
Sure. We're gonna roll.
We should do that before you do, Anton. So we're going to ignore your roll.
16, so that's a +3.
Well, get your total, and the target's 12.
Oh, yeah. Then that's 12.
So you give a +1. Well done.
I also hit 12.
Yeah, and I got a 13.
+3. So
No, I don't. +2. Sorry.
So Anton's going to roll 18 +5. You got it. No problem. So what this step is you're picking a path down as the trail that was going down steep, literally becomes a cliff. And you're kind of picking a good way around it. And you're pretty sure, if you'd sent Boris first here without help, he'd have just into the darkness, never to be seen again.
Oh, how sad.
So round 1 was that. Round 2, oh man, you guys are lucky again. It's got a B on it, so you can do that. Heroes are going to get 2 actions, which isn't going to really matter much for this one. You got to make a willpower, and this is so in the darkness. And Eli, you've felt stuff like this before. This happens in horror realms all the time. You can feel the magic around here is actually trying to pull you guys off course and get you lost. And someone's got to make a willpower test to resist kind of following that pull down the wrong.
I'll do it just because I have experience with it.
You absolutely can take the lead on this one.
So you have to wait to roll, though, until we
do I?
No, I think he just does this one.
Oh, okay, so this isn't something that we all kind of combine on.
Yeah, this would be a little bit weird to have people help out with. So.
Rub his shoulder while you willpower.
I got this, buddy.
I think he actually has willpower too. So
that's a 13 total.
done. You're good. Step B. So that's 2 rounds in. A and B have passed. Third round in, there is no step. So you've got the C isn't there, so you guys can't go for that one. Basically, there's a underground river. You've gotten all the way down to the bottom here, and there's this raging underground river, which, again, physics-wise, you're like, this doesn't make sense. We should be under a lake. What the hell? But here it is. And you're looking for a route across, and it's just not there. So you're having to truck up and down to get it. Now, the one thing that you can do, it's a survival test to find a good path across. You can test to do the step and get a card. Yeah, you won't pass C, but someone can make a survival to try and.
What is Blood Tongue survival?
Yeah, well, Blood Tongue is only a 7.
I've only got a 7 too.
I don't even. Okay, I guess I don't even have survival.
You don't.
Yeah, that'll be based on mine.
Then Blood Tongue is going to try.
There you go.
So
can I assist him?
If you want to assist?
Yes.
All right, I will roll to assist him because it is more fun to roll.
No help.
Oh, no.
No help at all.
No. Steer him on.
Yeah. So no cards. So
No,
you're like looking around, you're just like, wow, there's a river. This sucks. There's no, you're traveling up and down and you don't see any way through. Fourth round, still no C on the card. So no other bad effects, but you guys can do the same thing, hoping to get a jump.
All right.
And I will note, each of these rounds, you guys were playing cards into your action pool. So you do.
Okay.
So we should have 3?
Yep. Which is going to help. Because in the last round, if you guys don't have a C, you can basically try to force it, but you'll have to do both the last steps at the same roll, which will be hard.
Okay, so we're going to try to navigate across, do the survival check again, I think, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
This time, Anton takes the lead, but Blood Tongue assists.
Okay.
Roll high, buddy.
I got a 1.
Well, Blood Tongue rolled real good.
So
Good,
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, because you're anti-helping.
Yeah.
So Blood Tongue ended up with a 16.
Yeah. So you get a card. Let me deal you your card that you get. You get the attuned card, which you can trade in for another column card.
35. What is it?
Attuned.
Can I just do this immediately or no?
Yeah.
I'm going to put my thing. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get a Cosm card because that seems to be more fun.
Let's give you a Isle card.
Yeah, Cosm cards are pretty dope.
You get a Look What I Found, which is card number 1. I think that's more magical loot.
Oh, it's like this. Yeah, like sweet.
Yeah, so you gotta find a container or a fallen foe, and that'll give you another item. Moist. All right. Last round, 5 of 5 is a possible setback, not a critical problem. So this is super bad, just so you guys know. Heroes are going to go and you're stymied. So what you're going to try and do is -2. The other thing is, because it's the last round, you got to go for both steps, which is survival and strength. So whoever's taking lead, you're going to generate a bonus. You got a multi-action to do it, so it's another -2.
So strength, I think I should probably take the lead on that one.
Right. So, but remember, it's going to be both the survival and the strength.
Okay.
So, be advised that.
So how do you guys want to help? Or do they help on this last roll as well?
They can.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to roll, or you guys want to just give the flat bonus?
Yeah. So.
Well, what's the flat bonus? Just a +1?
+1.
Yeah. Flat bonus is just.
I'll just do that just to be safe.
I think in this case with the minuses, I'm just going to assist with the +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the find skill, correct? You said survival or find is what you said, or did I mishear that?
Either, you got to pick one, either survival or strength.
Or
yeah, and when those of you that are helping, are you giving the +1 to the survival or to the strength?
Well, Blood Tongue's going to give the +1 to their survival.
Good.
Yeah, survival's better because I have
I
higher
don't even
strength.
have that, so let's roll for strength.
Awesome.
I'm so strong. It's an 8.
No help at all. You're like, yeah, whatever, guys. Here we go.
Boris, do something. Use your legs. Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
Okay. And so it sounded like Jacob was helping with survival and Blood Tongue was helping with survival.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'll roll the. I guess I'll roll the survival first.
Well, you roll one time and apply the bonus to both.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right,
Good.
that's a
Pretty good.
17. And I'll play.
Basically, you're trying to hit a 16 for both numbers.
Okay. So I'm going to play a possibility to roll again
There you go. That's a good call.
because it seems like important. So that's another 70. That's a 34. That's going to give me a 10. I'm going to use adrenaline.
I don't think you need to, actually. I think with the +10.
Okay, yeah, that's a 17
Yeah.
on survival, but I get
You got both.
Plus the
Okay.
2 from us.
Okay. So it's kind of like a last minute thing, and you can hear like there's stuff coming closer. It's like, oh man, there's definitely a bunch of people down here, and they're coming up the sides of these rivers. But finally, Anton's like, there, I see a path, like a stone bridge that you guys can shimmy across and then climb up the other side, and you emerge into open ground up somewhere else. I mean, this whole journey basically took a day to do, but you get out without, anything else attacking you while you're down here. You do come up during the day, and it's actually been a while. You guys ran at night from, right at evening, as I recall, from the Cosmodrome.
Yep.
So you've basically been at it all night coming through this cave and are coming up sometime mid-morning, it seems like. It's not that different from the forest that you came up in, but you can tell like you're in a very different place.
Comrades, it is good to be out in the open air once again, breathing the freshness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, so Lydia's still out of it. Boris is kind of looking around, takes a little snow and is packing it onto those gun wounds like, oh, man. So right now you guys are in a forest. What do you want to do? You want to kind of scout around?
I mean, I know this doesn't sound great, but it kind of sounds like we're in the woods in Russia in another cosm.
We're in Finland.
You hope you're in Finland. You don't really know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
And by the way, those cell phones ain't no signal now. GPS is offline, big time.
this is not great.
So on the
I
bright
think
side, you're
we
still in
need to
Isle.
rest and we wait till Lydia wakes up.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea because, I'm so tired, dude. Her visions will probably give us hopefully some direction. Do you think?
Hopefully.
Yeah,
We need
she
to rest anyway. It's
Yeah.
been a
looks
long trek.
pale and messed up.
Who does?
Lydia, she looks pretty pale and messed up at this point. She's
So-
been in shock, pretty much. She came out of shock essentially, but now she just doesn't look good. Like she's tired and kind of mumbling and just.
So let's set up a camp. Can you make like a campfire?
Yeah, Blood Tongue is going to start collecting some kindling and some rocks and start building a little fire.
Give me a very easy survival test. This is just a 6.
I'll help him as well. I can give him like a +1 or something.
Yeah.
Please get a
There you
fire
go.
going.
No problem. Yeah, no problem. So you guys get this little campfire going, and you don't have shelter, so to speak, but you're kind of doing the best that you can. Are you guys just sitting around? Are you trying to sleep? Are you doing a watch thing?
Blood Tongue is going to keep watch. I mean, he's feeling pretty good. He's not hurt and not tired.
Eli is not looking good and is going to try to rest.
He's just like, oh god. Okay, cool.
Cody's probably already passed out, but he's hoping that somebody keeps a watch on Boris because he doesn't want to be murdered.
Not
by
like
Boris.
last time. Well, that's right. It was Eli that slept through watch last time.
Can we retie him up?
You know what? Yeah, Blood Tongue is actually going to tie Boris to the nearest tree.
Like you're tying him to this tree, and like every time you tighten the rope around one of those gunshot wounds, he's like, you know.
Easy, comrade. It's for your own protection.
Oh, really? Oh.
We do not want Eli to accidentally shoot you again.
Oh, man, I was so comfortable sitting in the snow with
It'll be a real big accident.
It's gonna be yeah, so let's take a rest here, Daryl, and we'll see. Hopefully, Lydia can give us some direction.
All right, so you guys are kind of chilling out. Blood Tongue, you're on watch. Go ahead and give me a find. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
36.
So that's 11 plus, where's find here?
Noise.
That is an 18.
All right. So that's outstanding. So, like, they're all kind of like resting, chilling, and you're like, I am on guard. I am the monitor lizard, you know. And
Terrible.
first, yeah, you're welcome. So first, like you hear like, okay, it sounds like maybe, you know, footfalls in the snow in the distance, getting closer, definitely. And like you make it so well, you're like, smells like a human, one human alone, and he's like up in the trees, you know, coming towards you guys. Kind of, you know, may or may not have seen you at this point.
Once I sense that it's getting closer and coming towards our direction, I very quietly kind of nudge anyone who's sort of fallen asleep awake with my staff, like poke them. And also, can I make a prayer and cast strike on my staff right now, so it's ready to go? Okay.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh yeah, I guess I should do that. Ooh, so that's
I'd still make it actually.
Okay, well, what is that actually? That's minus two on faith. That's a 12.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay.
So do you want to wait with everyone? I mean, you're pretty sneaky too. You might be able to go.
So first I wake everybody up, and I do want one of these, like,
you
know, like I'm gonna keep an eye on this.
Did you also do that to Boris, who's tied to the reef?
Yeah, I do. I do it really hard to Boris, like you of all. And then Blood Tongue's going to quietly sneak off to the side and kind of try to circle around and get behind this.
Give me that stealth test. There we go.
Fieldcraft. While you're doing that stealth test, we want to give a shout out to Derek Burge. Thank you for the donation. It says, a voice booms out, grant that Blood Tongue a shiny new stick. Love your faces, K-Bye. We appreciate the love, Derek.
So Blood Tongue sneaks around. It's a 12.
Okay. Yeah. So whoever this is doesn't seem to notice you. You're creeping up. It's definitely a human. He's like, it's a dude. He's got, you know, kind of blonde hair. He's in, you guess, I mean, you don't really know human fashion, so it's hard for you to tell, but he's not dressed modern like these other guys. You know, he doesn't look like Cody or even Boris, but, you know, it's like he's kind of like, and he looks a little bit incompetent, actually. He's like kind of sneaking through the woods, like looking at your camp, like, whoa. And you totally got the drop on.
Blood Tongue absolutely goes up behind him and takes his staff and goes right over his throat and pulls it towards him like this, and just pulls it really tight and says, shh.
So
the staff, and I pull it close to his neck, and then Daryl made this face of like he goes, ah, and then everything just locked up. And it was like, OBS is disconnected. So I'm hoping the stream is going well again for you guys.
It's back up.
Okay. It's not working for me, so if you guys are...
It's back up for me.
There we go.
Perfect, okay. I'm so sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure that you guys didn't go through like 5-10 minutes of dialogue before we get that thing fixed. So.
You know, mostly the dialogue was...
Yeah, so Blood Tongue just marches forward and kind of barrels out of the woods into the camp with this thing, this guy.
Yeah.
And he just... and he just drops him, just on the ground.
Yeah, he's like, because on the ground in front of you guys, scrambles back just a little bit, but he's got nowhere to go. And you see, he's like looking at all you different people, like bloody.
Comrade, where are we?
Oh. He goes, "Oh, this is Finland."
Ah, yes, perfect. Can you take us to the fortress?
So he goes, "Oh, the fortress." He's like, I've seen something kind of like that.
Wasn't that what she talked about in her vision, like this fortress?
She did, in fact. So he goes, what do you want with the fortress?
Perfect. You will be our guide.
What?
Thank you so much.
He goes, you're Russian.
Here. So we're going to need some help of, a local.
We are with the Delphi Council. It is okay, my friend.
Yeah. So he's like the what? The who? We're a small village. We're out of the loop. What is going on?
What's your name?
I am Austin.
What do you do?
Like the city?
No, Austin. Oston. Do you not speak Finnish?
Like the American actor.
Oh yeah. I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah.
He's confused too. Like, what are you talking? What? Yeah.
Maybe he's a British actor. They all look the same to me.
What I do now is I hunt. I hunt reindeer and other things for meat. I have strange memories of doing something else before, but it doesn't make sense.
It's the actual actor that in this reality he forgot who he was.
He was a Finnish actor.
Great. So we appreciate the help. I love venison, by the way. Delicious. Yeah.
So
it's like a strange look at Cody, like almost of distrust, but then just goes back to whatever we're doing.
You're like, whatever. He seems legit. He checks out. He's like, what are you here for? What business would you have with the ruins?
With the what? What does he call it?
With the
He said the ruins.
We're not sure. We're figuring things out.
And
sightseeing.
Is she okay? And he looks really bad.
Yeah, and Blood Tongue, puts a hand on his shoulder and do not worry. It is okay. We do not know exactly why we are here, but we are sent here on visions from the gods.
Oh, like Shali.
A seizing woman, I don't consider a god.
And this woman needs help, and we believe that this fortress may grant us some help.
So he goes, if it's the fortress that I've seen, there's no help there for you.
Why not?
Because it's filled with lurks.
What are lurks?
There's a lurk.
So they're creatures. They look a little bit like, like the lizard guy. He's like a little bit like you, but not really. But I mean, if they see you, they'll kill you. They take your children. They're horrible.
Great. So, and I kind of look back over to Anton and Blood Tongue and Eli. He's like, I told you we should have just taken her back when we had the chance back to Omar, but we're like, no, let's come out. Now we're going to be eaten by a bunch of lizard people. Awesome.
Much better
really
lizards
lizards?
than demons.
Yeah, they're not really lizards. They're just ugly. Sorry.
That's
Sorry
offensive.
He's like,
Cody kind of looks over at him like, okay. They're just
I am the most handsome of all the lizards in my tribe.
Which is saying a ton. So
Maybe there's another fortress.
What are we gonna do now? Ideas?
we could go back to my village.
Can you help? Is there someone who can help this woman at your village?
Yeah, I bet Sebastian could.
Sebastian, like a doctor or something?
Well, he's a priest of Shali.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Blood Tongue, unless you can fix her up.
No.
Lead the way.
I have tried.
I wouldn't trust doctors if I were you, like leeches. Ooh.
Oh God.
With magic, you can count on.
Okay. How many of these lurks are there? Just curious. Are there like 5? I'm hoping there's like 5, right? Just 5 of them.
I would say more than 5.
More than 10?
Probably more than 10.
More than 20?
Probably more than 20.
More than 40?
I don't know.
I feel like for now we should just go to the village.
But,
I agree.
Fine. Let's go to the village.
We could probably get a meal there.
I don't even understand what this temple has to do with her sister. She's getting these freaky psychic visions.
Yeah. So it takes less than an hour to kind of march back to a village, and on the way you actually pass by something a little bit strange. You see it's a tree, and there's it's actually a concrete monument built around it, and there's writing in a couple different languages on there that it's and that basically say, "We stopped the Russians here."
Huh.
Yeah, and it's you as you're going by, like you guys can feel like this is that core Earth hard point. It's not huge; it doesn't cover a lot of ground like the Cosmodrome did, but it's definitely a hard point. And Anton, you'd probably recall that there was a lot of bad blood between the Russians and the Finns right in the 1941 to 44 area.
I was just about to ask, like, is this something that looks like post Edenios?
No. It's as a core Earth hard point. This is something that was there before and
Okay.
hasn't transformed much, unlike the rest of the landscape. Like it's still stayed.
Okay.
And then within another half hour, you guys are in a village, and it's like the classic, fantasy hamlet, with these little buildings around, and you've got the feeling it used to be something else, and there was maybe a paved road here, but now it's a dirt road, and the hamlet and the little inn, and there was a fairly old church in town, but it has transformed. And there is a statue of like a woman in robes out front. And you're gathering attention from the townspeople as you kind of come in, and they're like, what's going on?
Whoa, is anybody else getting like Little Red Riding Hood vibes with this place or what?
I was thinking more like Zelda, comrade.
Sometimes, Cody, things come out of your mouth and I have no idea what they mean.
Likewise. Hello!
Hello.
We are part of the Delphi. I guess we're telling them the truth. The Delphi Council. We are thrilled to be here in your hamlet.
I guess we're thrilled too. What is the Delphi Council?
We are travelers seeking fortune.
Protectors.
So they look totally confused. When you say Thrachin, Boris's eyes bug out. Like he does like a spit take where he's all tied up and you say Thrachin, he goes, what? But they're just like confused, like, what? Huh?
I'll lean down over to Boris and I'll look at him and say, does that mean something to you?
Does that mean something to me? You're here looking for Thrachin?
Yeah.
Aye, comrade.
One of the 9 dukes of the Tharkoldu?
Yeah, everybody knows that.
What? Who? What
That's
am I
not
missing?
the name of the fortress? I've got that in my notes as being the fortress.
No. So she said the word Thrachin over and over, so it wasn't clear. It's totally fine. That's a connection you could have made, and it's great that you said that because that brings up this conversation. We're like, wait, what? No, that's not what Thrachin.
Yeah, bad note taking.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, there's some commotion, and go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Let's see how friendly they take you guys as. I think Cody should definitely take the lead on this one.
Yeah, is it just straight up charisma?
Yeah.
Why is that a 7 I thought I was a charismatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would
Persuasion?
think that.
I think you've actually got this skill too.
Is it persuasion?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I will just give a flat +1.
Yeah. Well,
Ciao.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
smoked this.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So
6 plus
Yeah.
the whatever shit. So 14
there you
with
go.
hands
Yeah.
on top.
So they're the people are coming around you, and it's like, you know, they're not going to raise a barn for you or anything like that. But you know, the old mamas are coming, and they're grabbing Lydia, and they're pouring soup down her throat, and they're making some hot food for you guys, and they're going to take you inside a building. You know, they're going to take you inside the inn. They're going to cook up some meat for you and hear your story as they go. And they're actually starting to look at Boris too, like, wow, you look like you've been shot up. Like, that's not good.
Yeah. We would want to get Boris and Lydia treated.
Yeah.
My friend was attacked by a demon bear.
Do you guys have like a
That's why it looks
wheelchair?
like 9mm shots, you know. They do that, I've heard. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Cody.
Do you guys have like a wheelchair here at all? Do you guys know what a wheelchair is?
They're like, wow, a chair with wheels. That would be a magical device indeed.
How about a wheelbarrow?
Do you have a Cartwright here?
Yeah, they've totally got that stuff. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, but we need that to farm. So sorry.
Great.
But maybe Sebastian can help. You know, and in fact, Sebastian, so he comes out and he's kind of got like the red robes, and he comes out of the church, and he's the classic kind of doddering fantasy priest guy. And he comes out and he's like, oh, you look terrible, lurks.
Bears.
Bears.
The demon
Wow.
kind.
Truly magic. Yeah, truly bears of.
I'm just picturing this bullet hole
Yeah, it
from
is.
his knee with like his kneecap got shattered into several, 100 pieces of fragments.
Yeah. So he goes, so Shali, the goddess of magic and knowledge, I will call upon her aid to help your friend here. And Boris is like, yes, please.
Whoa, that's super cool.
So one of the wounds heals. So basically, like, it kind of patches over, and he looks tired. Like, it looks like this takes more out of him than it does.
Can Blood Tongue aid him and make some prayers to his own gods just to support him?
If it were the same gods, yes, but since they're not the same, not really. So, but on the bright side, like, it's kind of got him mobile again. He's not going to be complaining like he has been this whole time. Yeah, he's like, whew, wow. Bears did a lot of damage to your friend there. It is good that you found our village.
Yes.
Yes, thank you,
Bears.
comrades. The bears were me.
Bears did that, yeah. And it looks like just soup and food has helped out Lydia. Like, she's not 100%, but she's kind of coming back. She didn't need magical healing. She was just in a bad way. So she's starting to wake up. So,
our friend here wasn't feeling too well, and she she was communicating with her god, and when she started getting ill, and we were getting some good information, maybe there's a place around here we could just kind of chat real quick. We appreciate all the hospitality.
yeah, they're like, here's fine.
Yeah, right here in the middle of town. It's fine.
Right, it's cool. We're just Finns. It's good. Welcome to our town.
He's gonna look for, I don't know, any isolated play, like a barn,
Like,
a
just
stable
go
room.
you can just go over by the fire, and you're kind of away from people.
Yeah, that's it. We want to get
Over by the
Boris.
fire pit.
We
Yeah.
want to get Boris and Lydia to figure out what the significance of this vision was,
Yeah, so
and get
she
information
doesn't.
out of Boris.
Yeah, she doesn't know anything about Thrachin. She just knows she heard the name in her vision, and so Boris goes, well, like, so what do you Delphi Council types know about demon politics?
Not much.
Not much.
Did they brief you at all on these missions? So it's a delicate situation. He's very delicate, right? So when we nuked the Maelstrom Bridge, one of the dukes was obliterated as he was crossing the bridge when that happened. And Tharkoldu, they have rules of a kind, and one of them is if you kill someone, you get to take their place. And that is how the wolf, comrade, I can't remember his real name. I remember who he's not.
Has become Thrachin.
Yeah. Well, no, he's one of the 9 dukes, but he's not Thrachin. Thrachin is a Tharkoldu, a demon, one of the other ones. And, we've been keeping an eye on him. Perhaps he's behind our missing psychics. Because the dukes, they don't get along. They're always fighting with one another. And they're always going after Cranad, who's the leader of all the Tharkoldu.
And you don't know where he is?
Perhaps he's in this fortress.
Yeah, the dukes come and go. They could come to our world. They go back to their own. They go to other places they've conquered. It's hard to pin them down. We actually thought he was in Moscow.
We could find the little Tayoka's sister. We rescue them.
Yeah, and so she's like coming out of it enough to be like, so my sister's alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, Boris is like, yes, she's alive, and your visions may be a psychic connection to her. She might be where what you saw, where the vision that you saw is.
Lydia, it's like I get it. You're psychic and stuff. These most recent waves of visions, the stuff that you were doing for the government in Russia, is that different from what the most recent wave of visions are? What I'm trying to ask is, do you think that your sister might be reaching out to you?
She says it was really strong. The pull was very, very strong. I've never felt a pull like that before. She says, I don't feel anything now.
Would your sister know how to do that? I mean, can you reach out to her? Give her visions?
She's like, and she says, funny you should ask that. I can't seem to feel anything right now. And you're kind of like looking at her eyes are weirdly dilated. And
is it possible that changing cosms has messed with her psychic abilities?
It probably has. So, and yeah, like as you're looking at that, like you guys know, as Storm Knights, you guys weather this stuff very well and you can bounce back from it. It looks to you like she has disconnected. And as a human, that poses problems, right? Like as an ordinary person, they don't just reconnect like you guys do. And that drains her power. And if she actually switches back to another cosm really fast, it could kill her.
So I'm just curious. You were working for the Russian government, and
is this Lydia?
Yeah, Lydia.
She's like, actually, I was working for the Delphi Council. Omar got me away from the Russian government, and I was giving my visions to him.
But before, they had taken you and your sister, right?
Yes, I grew up in a government facility until Omar helped me escape.
How sure are we that your sister isn't being used or hasn't been killed since the last time we thought she was alive, and now somebody else psychic is like sending you waves, which is why you can't feel anything about your sister, even though you know that she's out there now?
Boris, how long ago is it that they disappeared?
He says it was 30 days ago.
What if this is all just some big trap? And I'm like, I kind of like look around to get Lydia. What if this is all just a big trap to get Lydia? And that's the whole purpose of this. This could be some of the Dukes fighting, and they're going to use and take... I don't know that we should press on, guys, until we have some kind of something from Lydia that her sister is actually alive.
I agree with that.
Like, yes, you should take Russian citizen back to Russia where she belongs. Like we were trying to stop you from, taking her away in the first place.
No, comrade, that is a terrible idea. We should leave Lydia in the village and let the villagers take care of her. We go to the fortress and see if this Thrachin is there and if he's holding prisoners of Russian citizens.
But maybe we should
I think
take
that's
Lydia.
a better plan as well.
I think Lydia in the hands of the Russians is the worst possible action.
Why don't
if anything
agrees with you, and Boris is like, no, it's great. Free lunch.
So Sebastian and Austin seem like fine people.
Look, all I'm saying is if we already know the location, why take Lydia there? She's safe here. What further visions can she have while we're there?
So as you say that, the townspeople are like, I mean, we do get attacked by lurks. You know, it's getting worse and worse.
I mean, I get
not
that,
super
but like,
safe here. In fact, if you could do something about that, we'd be super grateful. Delphi Counselor heroes, right? Is that what you said you were? Yeah.
Yeah. We leave Lydia here with the village. We go check out the fortress. We take care of these lurks. We see if Lydia's sister's there, and it'll be all good. Big party afterwards.
Yeah, I think that's the right plan. Unless you guys have like a plane.
No.
Because that'd be a better plan.
I was about to say that, Conrad. I do not think we'll be catching a flight out of here anytime soon.
Yeah, they're like,
a woodworker pulls out a hand plane. You mean this?
Yeah, right? No. Yeah, they're like, oh no, that's flight magic. No, that's beyond Sebastian. He can't even teleport. He's like,
well, you guys have did he say teleport?
Sebastian's like, look, can we not talk about teleport? I'm still working on that one.
No, let's talk more about teleport.
Cody, my comrade, have you not played Zelda when you were a child?
Wait, you know what Zelda is? And he's like, everything about the teleporting is gone. He doesn't care about.
Comrade, I am from Russia. I am not from the moon.
Let's talk video games. And so, he's just rifling off. Oh, did you play this? Did you play this? Did you play GoldenEye? Dude, that was like the best game ever. It had 4 controls. And like, he's just.
Yeah, these villagers are going cross-eyed. You guys are talking about this. They're like.
So, comrades, which way to the lurks? Let us fix this problem.
So Austin's like, in my travels, like I have seen something that doesn't belong. Like long ago it was ruins, but there's an actual fortress there now. It seemed to spring up overnight during one of those strange storms. And you guys can't actually see from where you are. You're close enough to one of these borders that you can see, towards the east is just like a wall of reality storms going. It's like that's where these lurks come from. And I have seen a creature big. It wasn't a dragon, but it was huge with these wings, and it looked like armor of some kind that flies into and out of that fortress. So I don't go there anymore.
Perfect. That is where we shall go.
Yep.
So my vote is we just stay here long enough to rest and then head that way.
Yeah, I mean, they'll definitely put you up overnight, no problem. They'll happily put you up, and they'll feed you, and they're not even really asking for anything in exchange. But they're kind of every now and then they're like nudging you, like, yeah, you're gonna go do with the forest, right? Get rid of the lurks. That'd make our life way better. That'd be great. And
yeah, sure, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, like your heroes, cool. And they're really curious about this Delphi Council thing. They're like, so you fight the Dark Lord?
We fight many Dark Lords.
What Dark Lord?
So Bajani, he's the Dark Lord here. And you guys know, you've had briefings on this, that Bajani's a Viking warlord who basically runs the armies, but that Uthorian is the High Lord that is actually in charge.
Do these guys like literally defend themselves with swords and stuff? I mean, are they like walking around with swords?
So most of them have swords. Wow. Check out Mr. Hoity from Uptown. They've got like pointed sticks and pitchforks and stuff like that.
So I can't bargain or trade anything for one of these swords because it'd be cool.
You could probably get a sword, the town sword. Absolutely.
Anything I would do that I could like
the town sword next to the key to the city.
Right?
It's actually the same thing. It's the key to the city and the town sword.
If Cody can finagle his hands on getting a sword and by convincing these people that they're heroes and going to go check out the lurks, he would certainly think that is badass enough to be able to have on him.
I'm not even going to make you roll that. Like, you're like, well, yeah, I'm totally going to go on the quest, but I need a sword. And they're like, okay, like they rummage a little bit. And they give you, it's a short sword. It does, it's basically, the stats are exactly the same as your machete, but
he is like
what they've got. They're
the
like,
next scene's like a montage of him like cutting up cantaloupe and like swinging wildly and doing
Look at you, comrade. You're just like Link now.
I'm like, I'm making like really awful noises and stuff that's not
I love
appropriate
the
to find
idea that we all have weapons, we're all armed and ready to go, and Cody's like, well, I need a sword. So the town's like, oh, yes, you're a great hero. Take our heirloom.
yeah.
And I don't give two shits. I'm definitely going to use my gun in combat, but I wanted the sword because it's cool.
Right. So
I'm gonna hold the sword and shoot people.
Are you like leaving your machete in exchange, or?
Yes, I will trade them my machete for the sword.
Wow, they're like, oh, okay, and it's got like the compass and the hilt and all this other stuff, and it's just gonna transform into basically a sword, while it's here. But
then I'm happy for that. So yes.
Like, okay, great, cool. We'll probably be fine. Yeah, cool. So you've got the sword, and you never know; it might end up being magical in some way.
So I guess we're going to go check out the lurks now, right? Is that what
we're gonna head towards?
Yeah. So basically, you're going to spend the night there, rest, recover.
But here's the question: are we going to take Boris with us? Or are you going to leave him in this Finnish town with Lydia? I think that's a bad idea. I think if like whoever was
they should not be in the same place.
Catches up.
Puzzle. We can't bring the dog and the cat at the same time.
Bloodtongue asks, is it Sebastian, if the town has a prison of some sort, like a place where they keep criminals? Is there a cage?
No, they've got a little stockade. No, that's literally like the thing that you put your head. Like they're just like.
Comrades, we leave Boris here. He'll be running the place within 5 minutes. It is a terrible.
If anybody else shows up, we don't want him in. Like, he's got to come with us. If Lydia sees someone else show up, at least she can hide or get away or escape. But Boris, you got to come with us.
Then the piggy comes with us.
Yeah, in the town, they're happy to. They'll dress her up in their, style of clothing, so she'll fit in.
Perfect.
If you don't know what you're looking for, that would be fine.
Besides, I think there's hope for Boris yet. Maybe he's a good guy at heart.
He's not.
I've always been a good guy. You're the ones that keep shooting me.
You totally shot us first. Anyways.
He said, I did maybe shoot you with a tank a little bit. But that was in the past. Water under the bridge.
Shit.
He did not even hit.
He brought a fucking helicopter after us and a tank. And he's like mad because he can't walk for a little bit.
I'm Russian. We revise history. It's what we do.
Dave, we're just going to take him. Or let's give him, Daryl, let's give him some kind of pitchfork to stab something with.
He's got this pitchfork. He's like, great, I'll be really useful with this.
Yep, that's about all he's getting.
You're stepping up in the world.
Just to defend himself, more mostly.
But what I could use is the stamp.
No, not a chance.
Not like you'll be able to use it. You're not defending Russia.
Or are we? We're defending the whole Earth. Russia is on Earth.
True story.
Comrade, I have nothing but the best intentions for Russia. It is my homeland.
Right, and actually, you're the most likely to be able to get juice out of that, Anton. So,
all right, so that's what we want to do. We want to arm homeboy with the pitchfork. We want to leave Lydia disguised, and we're gonna head off to go find the skulkies or whatever.
Yeah. So Austin's gonna lead you guys up to the fort. He's like, okay, but I mean, we've got to be really quiet. We don't want them to spot us before we get there.
Austin, these guys have do they throw rocks? I mean, because I'm pretty sure if they throw rocks, I've got a gun. I'll be okay. I just want to make sure that they just throw rocks.
They got swords and bows.
They don't teleport or throw big balls of fire or cast
I've never seen them
lightning?
do that.
They
Maybe
don't-
some of them do.
Can they like read minds or do Jedi mind tricks or anything like that?
So I hope not. I don't know.
Okay.
Just every now and then they'll come and drag some people off from town.
Pretty
Comrade
sure we can
Cody,
handle some
I think,
bows.
Comrade Cody, I think if Austin's seen them do any of that, he would be dead already.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
alive.
Yeah, he does not look tough, unfortunately. He looks like pretty much an ordinary dude. Okay, so he wants to lead you guys there, but he wants to go stealthily. And Blood Tongue, you're like, the guy's okay, but he's not that great. I mean, I spotted him coming a mile away.
Yeah. I think you should go back to the village. We know where we're headed.
You sort
Go
of
home,
do.
be safe.
Well, you do need him to lead you there.
Do we?
Yeah. And on the bright side, he's not the least stealthy among you, so there's that.
Definitely not. Clang, clang, clang.
Is it
Yeah.
Eli?
Well, we're gonna roll to find out who the weakest.
Who's the least?
Oh yeah.
You
And
are the
we're
weakest link.
sneaking.
Goodbye.
What?
And we're sneaking.
Yeah. So go ahead and everybody give me that sneak test. You guys. There we go. That's a good spot.
Okay. Yeah. I can ride
Fly
that.
like a lizard.
So I think I'm rocking the 8.
Yeah, Blood Tongue.
I will play adrenaline to make that 8 and 11 though.
Nice. That's a
What
good
am I adding
call.
that to? I don't-
Stealth?
That
Which
was
is-
a
Stealth
is
is
stealth.
dex. Stealth is a skill based on dex. So if
Okay,
you don't
so-
have stealth, dex.
So check Dex. Okay.
We can play cards that were in our hand from or in our pool from last time. Or
It all goes back in your hand and you can just play it.
okay, well I'm gonna, because Blood Tongue rolled a fucking 3. He's gonna use a second chance card.
There you go. That's what we like to see.
There we go.
Oh shit!
And he second chances the hell out of it.
Much better.
So that is it's 18 total.
Okay. Yeah. So you actually are the quiet one, and you're kind of helping everybody else out.
I got an 11.
Good. So right now, 11's the lowest. Is anybody lower than 11?
You're kidding.
On what?
On
Stealth.
stealth/dexterity roll.
Let the record show that for the first time like ever, a group has made a group stealth test, and not gotten immediately.
Yeah, my dex is a 9.
Yeah, great. So
Damn.
no, that's really good. So you guys are going through the going through the woods, getting up into the kind of rockier forested hills, and Austin's leading you, and like he like freaks out a little bit and like stops everyone, and you guys all stop and get quiet for a minute, and you hear this. And up in the air overhead, you see flying kind of in the direction that you're going, the biggest techno demon you have ever seen.
What the fuck is that?
Dude is big, and
Thrachin. Perhaps that is Thrachin.
yeah, looks, and Boris, like you can see, he goes like, he was pale before, he goes like 2 shades paler, and he says, "He's in fact Duke Thrachin," and so
He says it is. It is him.
Yeah, like I've seen the pictures from the file, and so like where Natasha was mostly demon with some like technological, ads, this guy is mostly tech.
So does he look basically like Warlock from the New Mutants?
A little bit, yeah. So there's definitely some of that. I mean, he's got the kind of demon pattern, the horns and the big wings.
Yeah.
And big broad chest and all that, but his wings are actually black chrome. When they
Damn.
fly, and he's got like these, like a camera eye, and just like his chest is covered in this black chrome armor, and looks pretty like, you get that feeling like if this were a video game, this would have like the red dot that says this is a tough one, like as he goes flying like to a fortress up ahead.
Hey, if we technically see him, right?
Yes, you do. You
Can I play face me?
Absolutely.
What? Why? What
What
are
does
you
that do?
doing?
Oh my God! What?
Oh, shut up, rock
Tell
drummer.
me that doesn't make him fight us.
What?
Face me. Play on a reality rated foe. His attacks against your character are favored for the rest of the scene. gain possibilities equal to his remaining wounds.
So what you probably want to do is you want to save that for when you fight him. Is what I think you should do. Because if you play that now, I mean, you guys are
the scene or the rest of the act.
The rest of the scene.
Okay.
So,
Dave
don't
wants
do
to
that.
fight him now.
I mean,
So I can't get his attention.
unless you're trying.
if you play that card, you will get his attention.
Yeah, I absolutely want to do that. I want him to fight us now.
Fuck!
We're gonna fight an archduke.
Well, the good news is that there are lots of pre-written characters
It's
for us
much
to play.
It's
just
much
keep
better
on.
that we all die than just one of us dies.
Yeah, then we could just jump back in with another group from
He's
Omaha
by himself. I think we can take him.
to figure out what these dumbasses out here did in the woods.
I'm going to take his place.
All right, so that's the call. You guys are gonna you're gonna.
That's
throw
what I'm
it.
doing.
Okay.
He's stepping out and he's like, "Thrashing, face me!"
As
my
he's doing this, wait, Daryl. As he's doing this, can I just like look on the ground for fucking containers?
I know, like I'm looking.
Can I play Look What I Found?
Unfortunately, there'd be a bunch inside that fortress, but out here in the woods, not so much.
So how
I'm
many
gonna
possibilities?
kill our guide and search his body. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh god, I got nothing. I mean, I
Okay.
can give him more magic, and then we get a possibility.
Yeah. So we're committed, right? You guys are doing.
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm committed.
Okay. Boom.
You're committed.
Yeah, I'm all over here talking to Boris like, holy shit, you don't think that guy can see like the predator or anything like that? Like, did they got heat vision? And then Anton's over here like, face me, you
exactly
fool!
like literally like knocks a tree down with his hammer, steps out into the woods. He goes, "Face me, Duke Thrachin!" You know.
Shit.
All right, so it's a little bit early, but I think we should call it there and do this big
Oh, man.
fight.
Oh, God.
Do this big fight next week.
Oh,
What do you
God.
call it? Can you tell me how many possibilities I get?
Oh, you're gonna get 5 out of this.
Yes.
You're gonna get 5 out of
You're
it.
gonna get 5 possibilities from the stone because that's what's best for Russia.
Nice.
Is to
No,
kill a
we
duke?
get 5 from. That's how many wounds he has.
He's getting 5 from Thrashin's got 5 wounds.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are gonna die. I mean,
Jesus.
we should think about that for next week because I'm pretty sure you're gonna die.
I
Awesome. Awesome.
If we die, we'll just end the season early.
And that's the end.
Yeah,
Play
good
Torg
week.
Eternity.
Yeah, like next week in a very special.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. I have no idea why we've got to talk about some decision making processes in the post show with these guys.
I love you, Dave. I love you.
Next week is clearly going to be a do not want to miss early
I have a
as early
fucking
as
stick.
possible.
He's an arch team. I have a
Yeah,
stick.
Boris is like, great, I'll help a lot with this pitch.
We're over here like close the game out and he's just freaking out like, oh, I got his stick.
Come on, we're gonna see how this game really works. next week.
Tape that shard to his pitchfork.
Meanwhile, we will take suggestions sent to @Daryl's Twitter. Just tweet him a bunch of ideas of how to keep us alive. That would be appreciated. And then in addition to that, also, guys,
You're on
this
your
is it.
own.
This is the last week. If you don't
Be
enter
careful,
in
Cody.
now, if you don't enter in this week, this is your last chance. We're giving out 3 of these things, and not a ton of people have entered yet. So you've got a really good chance of winning your own set of the cargo box. This thing is loaded. It's everything you need to play. If you don't enter it by now, after 5 episodes, I don't know what to tell you, or 4 episodes. Enter it in, and that's it. We'll announce the winners next week.
Look at all these possibilities. I think I got him.
Dave,
I'm about to get 3
I
more.
hate you.
I'm gonna make him my nemesis.
We're
Yeah, well, there you go. So, and in fact, yeah. I mean,
He'll get 3 more, but I'll also get 3 more.
Eli does
Can you
need-
drop a rock on him now?
Oh yeah,
Jacob?
just drop a 2-ton rock on him.
We love your faces. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will catch you next week to see if the season will continue or not. So we'll see you on Tuesday. Have a good one. Stay nerdy. All those things.
We're doomed.
We are totally doomed.
It's gonna be tough.